Hello, everybody. And if you hear any noise in the background, that's just real life. You hear it. So don't worry about it. Just focus on me. But anyway, today we're going to talk about handwriting without tears. Now, I have heard a lot about this particular curriculum. I have been kind of tipping toeing against this, whether I should try, whether or not. But the price point has deterred me a little bit when I start seeing how much it costs. And then I was like, well, do I actually want to invest that amount into it and it don't work? Because you know how sometimes we can feel like something's going to work for us, but then it's the best thing for our kiddos at that time. And then once we actually get it in our hands, we try it a little bit, we're like, it may be a good curriculum, but it's not right or a good fit for us. So I decided through that to not purchase it. However, I told you, I decided with Tina, I'm going to use my skills that I know how to search for things, search high and low and get things for a discounted rate. Now, I'm going to tell you, I did not get this directly from the company at this rate. I did not. However, I know how to search and find stuff online, and I was able to actually get this, I think, for $6, if I'm not mistaken. And that included shipping. But it wasn't expensive for me. And I bought it used, but it was in light new condition. So it had absolutely no writing in it. The reason why I decided to get this, because I do have other cursive things in which I can use with my kiddos. I got this specifically for my son who has dysgraphia. So the reason why I did that, because right now he is writing very, very well in print. I'm so proud of him. I'm just so proud of him. And so now I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to teach him trying to introduce the concept of cursive, because I've been letting him read a little bit in cursive, but we haven't never actually went into doing a structured cursive writing. Whereas with my daughter, I presented cursive handwriting to her. She just took to it and actually taught herself how to do cursive. But I just mainly was focused with my son, with his learning differences, to get print, good, whatever. But now he's doing so good with that. I'm like, okay, he's ready for this. He been ready for this. But I was like, I'm not spending full price for it. So I was actually able to get it for $6 and that included shipping. The particular reason why I like this and why I gravitated towards this, even though I had other things, is because the way they actually teach cursive writing. The way they teach it, the cursive is so similar to manuscript that the transition between writing in print and transition to writing to cursive should not be a hard, stressful, anxious transition for him, because it looks almost like print. See? It looks almost like print, and I hope you can see it good because I can't tell. So it's really, really, so if your child can write in print, your child will be able to do this, because it's just a simple process of them learning to loop it and change it just a tad bit, which resonated with me a lot, because I want him to write in cursive, except for the S. See, they have the S, it's changed a little bit, but it's not dramatic. I want him to write in cursive, but I don't want it to be a painful, stressful situation because of his having stress on his hand. Because you'll know that some children, they say their hand ache when they write in cursive or they write too long. You know that many kiddos with learning differences, especially if they have a problem with writing in particular and reading, you'll know that they have writer's fatigue. So I did not want something that was so loopy and drawn out that I knew was going to cause stress and anguish. I want to accomplish what we have to do, but the less tears, the less, which he ain't going to cry about it. He just going to just go ahead and do it. But I wanted to not be so stressful. So I felt like this would be the best option for him. And I'll let you guys know later on how this actually went, because technically we were supposed to start last week, but some things happened and we did not start. So we will be starting this week. We had to take a little detour on certain things because we have some personal things that we're going through with death in the family. So that kind of detoured us, and I didn't want to try anything new with this emotional period in our family at the moment. So if we don't do this, start this new thing this week, we will do it. We'll start fresh next week on trying to do something new like this. But right now, I feel like this will be a good fit for him, for the fact that if you can look, you can see how closely it is to print. And the child can actually read. It's easy for them to read, because most of the stress from writing in cursive with most kids in general, whether they have a learning difference or not, is they can't identify what the words are. It's very frustrating for them to look at the cursive writing and be like, what are they talking about? Well, with this particular curriculum, it's very, very easy for them to actually see what the word is without you having to say, well, this word is that. And they can actually work on this independently, because they can actually make out what it is on their own, and independence, and it'll build their confidence as well. So that is my hope for using this curriculum. I only spent $6, including shipping, for this. It could have been a little bit more, but it wasn't that much. And I bought it used. So that's why we have this now, because I have backed off from this for years because of the price point. But being that I was able to snag this bad boy for that price, I'm like, okay. So even if it don't work, I did not invest a whole lot in it. And maybe if it didn't work for me, I can pass this along to somebody else that could use it. That's why I didn't want to put too much in it, because I have other stuff I need to do with the kiddos and bills and stuff. So I didn't want to put no big price tag on something that may not work for us at this point. But I feel strong that this one probably will, because of the format and how it is. I feel like it'll be a good fit for us. But of course, we know about them feelings. Sometimes we feel it'd be the best thing since white bread. And then we try and like, that not working. So I'll try to let you guys know how I feel about this, actually how my son feels about it. He's very, very verbal on how he likes stuff. And so he would definitely let me know if this was not right for him. So we will be trying it later on this week, or actually next week. It just depends on how our week go and stuff like that, with all these different family circumstances and stuff with death in the family. It just depends on how the week flows, so to speak. And all you homeschoolers know what I'm talking about. When life changes or challenges happen, we kind of got to go with the flow, so to speak. But I do have a plan. But if this is not the right time for this plan, I will just hold off and introduce this next week, and that's perfectly okay. Be flexible. Be flexible. So again, I hope this review helped you. Let me just show you a brief look, in case you guys ever wonder how this book look on the inside. I hope it. In case you ever wonder how this looks on the inside. Let me show you a couple more pages. The reason why I think that it'll probably work for my kiddos and any other kiddos, children that they've been writing in manuscript in print, and you're worried about the transition with all the loops and stuff. This one does not have all that going on. It's just basic cursive writing that's so similar to print that I think it'll be a easy transition between print and cursive. It won't be such agony. So anyway, you guys, I will talk to you later, and thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day.